What is up, everybody? Welcome to another tournament here on the CranKy Ducklings stream. I'm Yodaslim, and today I'm casting, like usually, as always, with Light VIP. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Yeah, we're here with something a little bit different.
Yep, a different type of tournament this time.
Yep. Typically, we're here casting either like American players or Latin American players, kind of region specific stuff. But today we're here with OSC Elite Rewards Club, which is the first of its kind. So
yeah,
it's
an interesting new tournament.
Yeah, so it can be a little bit weird, but yeah, we can get right into it.
Usually good here.
And then later we can talk a little bit about what this tournament actually entails, because it's
that's a great one. Let's have an appetizer. We'll watch a good game, Terran versus Protoss, and then we can worry about what kind of tournament we're in.
All right, take it away.
All right, spawning in the top right-hand corner, playing for Patch T Gaming. I would assume it is Cass.
And in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have, representing Croatia, as well as Team E-Wolves, question mark. I think he's actually teamless. I'm not too sure. It is Goblin.
Could be. I think that's a clan. I'm not sure though. I could be completely lying right now.
So, are you familiar with Goblin? Have you casted him in Proxy Tempest or?
Yeah, I like Goblin. I've casted. I don't know if I've casted Goblin, but I've seen Goblin play. Maybe ran into Goblin in one of the tournaments when I used to play a long time ago.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a good player. I haven't seen him in a long time actually, so it's kind of cool to see Goblin playing here.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while either. I feel like in 2019, maybe end of 2018, Goblin was one of the up and coming European players, I would say. I remember Roddy really hyped him up as well.
Yeah, he was sick.
Yeah. Because he'd play in a lot of online tournaments. He'd play in Proxy Tempest and all of that. So it's cool to see him here. We on this channel we don't really get to cover a lot of European players.
Yeah, that's crazy. We need to get into that, but
yeah,
working on it. But yeah, so Europe scene is huge.
Yeah.
We kind of got into it, even though we were casting the IEM. North American, and I think y'all did Korea as well. But still, all the European players were there.
Yeah. We get to cast a more newer player like Goblin, a more old school player like Kaz. He's been around for a long time. He's from Ukraine, and I feel like he's probably been around since Wings of Liberty.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's cool.
I didn't think about that. I wonder what time it is. I think most of these players are EU.
Yeah. It's getting kind of late in EU, so it's a little bit surprising, but it's cool that they're this committed.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably 11 over there or something.
Yeah.
11 or 12.
But yeah, surprisingly, this Reaper is dealing quite a bit of damage.
Yeah. I don't think it's killed 2 drones. Probes, but that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Weakened 2 of them pretty bad. Oh, but he got it, so I think that's fair. I don't know who's really better off in that engagement.
It looked like a little bit of misplacement from the buildings, because these buildings from the Protoss, they're meant to block the cliff, right? But
yeah,
he just kind of went in anyway.
Showing weakness already, Goblin. Not a good sign.
Yeah, maybe a little bit sleepy. I don't know, but
yeah, he might be sleepy.
Meanwhile, though, we do have Terran going for this 1-1-1.
I'm sure he's just playing a straight narrow game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we do
this
have.
Is cool to me though, getting to see Goblin play.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
Do have a Stargate opener from Goblin as well, which I don't.
Phoenix first.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was scouted by the Reaper. That's why it was so important that the Reaper got in, right? It came in, it got to see the Stargate, so Kaz knows.
And then some.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, easy, quick defense right there.
Yeah, with the Cyclone, nicely done so far. Kaz looking pretty solid. You know, he's got Marines here in the natural as well, just in case like an Oracle or something came in.
Goblin just needs to keep his worker lead right now, I think, because the mules are going to help him Kaz catch up. He did get his third base already. That's actually super greedy.
Yeah.
I guess he saw that the Terran was kind of tanking up.
Yeah,
I guess that's what you can do with going air. You have it's kind of like going mute as a Zerg. You have the ability to keep your opponent at home. Anytime they move out, I guess he could see a move out coming.
Exactly, right? Like he was forcing Terran to stay at home, which kind of gives him like the ability to be a little bit more greedy. And yeah, just gets.
That was pretty good. Like right as the army moved out, he went and lifted up.
Exactly. As soon as they left, he jumps in. He gets a couple of kills.
Yeah. I do like he didn't get greedy and he left the energy. He could have picked up a couple more, but he just got out of there.
I mean, he
knows he needs it at home.
Exactly. He's gonna need it for defense because the push is coming, and I don't know if he saw it. I mean, he's gonna need to focus on the Cyclones. But
oh man. When Kaz scans for those, it's gonna hurt.
There's just not much here. The shield battery's gonna finish up soon, but it looks like he's just gonna give up the third.
Yeah, that was way too greedy.
Yeah. Oh, but he's starting to pick up a couple of units. He's trying to fight back. It doesn't look like he has enough, but with the Immortal here, he should be okay. Yeah.
He's out of energy now, though. He can't really lift up, but he will be able to hold this off eventually.
Yeah.
It's just now a matter of good warping on the stalkers and the shield battery finish. That's super good.
The shield
and
battery
as soon as he has
helps
more
so much.
energy, it's game over.
Yeah.
Well, not game over, but this push is game over. Game over for that Cyclone. He's even reinforcing with another Cyclone and dropping down a Viking. And the 13 Rose went down?
Yeah.
Did he not see that?
That was insane. Like, the defense was actually so good from Goblin, but that one Viking got 13 kills.
That's how it always is. It's always the one little thing that did get in. Like, man, I'm a little sad here for Goblin.
I was so impressed because Goblin had like the minimal amount of units, and I was like, this is looking kind of dicey. Like,
dude, he just saved that, and then it's like, oh wait, an entire minute just went down
to one Viking, right? That's
13 probes. That is a lot, but he's still kind of even on workers.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine if he didn't lose all those probes, he would be in a phenomenal position.
Exactly. Well, that's why like his defense was so clutch, because he was being so greedy and he almost got away with it. But now being that greedy didn't pay off, losing that many workers.
Can't believe he didn't see it going on. I guess he was just microing his heart out there.
Yeah, I don't blame him, right? Like, it was getting pretty intense at the third. Like, it could have all ended right there, but
I would have just like tried to pick up a Marine and just lost everything or something.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of Marines that were there, and he was picking up like a Marine like one at a time for a bit. Like, it was looking nice.
That was a good pickoff.
Yeah.
How did he see that?
How did he see that?
Right? Weren't they burrowed?
Yeah, they were burrowed.
Can you pick up burrowed mines without? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I was like, what? That threw me way off.
I was looking for it too. I was like, what kind of?
Yeah. I guess he went to go pick it up and then moved it over.
Was there a new Protoss patch or something? Like,
yeah. Or did he unburrow them, reburrow them? He's also getting some that upgrade at the robotics facility or robotics bay.
That he is. He's getting his upgrades as well. Still getting a lot of Phoenixes, which is all right. You know, he's committing to it, and he's getting damage done.
I mean, I guess this is cool. He's like, I'm going Phoenixes, and then he's probably, depending on what he gets from the Twilight Council, you're gonna go like the laser giraffes, whatever they're called.
Colossus.
I always want to call them Cyclones, but I know it's not Cyclones.
Laser giraffes. I like it. It's good.
Laser giraffes.
But you know, Goblin, like, he comes in, he gets 10 worker kills. He's like starting to even out the amount of damage he got before. Like, pretty good so far. And Kaz, he's, you know, being pretty defensive. He's still working on his tank counts, so I don't think he's going to push out anytime soon. Like, Goblin, he has the freedom to, you know, get
he knows
this
he killed
base.
16 probes right there, and I think he's like, okay, now we're even. If not, I'm ahead. But he does have to defend against this, and he doesn't have much anti-air. That is the scary part.
He's putting a little bit too much faith in these missile turrets. He's like, yeah, one missile turret will be fine, but...
That was kind of a little overextension, I feel like, to just depend on the missile turrets and one Viking. I mean, the 3 Cyclones does push you back, but if he saves up some energy, he can go back in and just lift all 3 Cyclones at once and get rid of them.
Now, we haven't really talked much about Kaz's army. There's a lot of mech happening here.
Yeah,
there's a lot of tanks, and that's what's going to get scary. And it looks like he's going to push out now with like, what, 6, 7, 8 tanks? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but there's no ground besides the Cyclones. I think if he sees this push coming, he gets some units ready. Oh, I think he's actually just going to secure the... Oh, he's going to secure the fort. No, he's going to secure the fort and move out.
Yeah, he's going for it.
They go hand in hand. Oh, this is bad, though. He's getting caught out in the open.
Yeah, the Colossus is going to get caught out. They're going to get focused on by the Cyclones as well.
You got to pick up the Cyclones. Nice. There you go. Before the tank siege up. That's perfect. No anti-air at all. You can get rid of all of that. But now, I don't know what to do here. Tanks, you got to pick up the tanks.
Yeah, he's focusing on the
Marines in the back.
Yeah, he's going for the anti-air first, and now he can come in.
I guess, yeah, the tanks can't move up. Wow, yeah, see, he's 10,000 IQ. Like, tanks can't really do stuff until they move up.
Nothing shoots up. Like, this is all exposed. Like, Kaz is going to lose everything here if he doesn't do something, and he's committing to it. He's not running back home. He's like, all right,
Kaz knew. He knew he had a mass Phoenix.
Oh, but the Phoenixes, they're running out of energy. They don't have that much left.
Another 2 more Phoenixes just came out, though, so he's committing to the Phoenixes. That's a ballsy move right there, trying to put down the missile turrets. You're a madman. But I want to say that went really bad for Kaz. Terrible.
It did.
But he's still sitting on 4 bases.
Yeah, I mean... You know, he's working on Thors, he's working more on anti-air, but it's a little bit late because he lost like 8 tanks to nothing. He didn't really trade anything for it. He got 1
I think
Colossus.
It's that typical case of committing to your build when you shouldn't.
Exactly.
He's just like, nope, I'm doing it. I'm going mech.
You're right. Like,
but he has all Phoenix. He's like, nope, tanks and Hellions.
Yeah, he saw all the Phoenixes, right? Throughout the entire game, he saw them get like massing up, and he's like, I'm just gonna focus on tanks. It's like, all right. Like, I mean, this is
maybe he saw the upgrades coming for the Colossus, and he just thought like, okay, he's gonna switch. He's faking me out.
Yeah.
And so that's why he went heavy mech. But I don't know. I mean, look at how many factories he has. Jesus.
Yeah, the tanks just keep coming out. And they keep getting focused down. I would have loved a switch to
I don't know
like.
why he's making Hellions.
Yeah.
I think the Hellions is the worst decision ever.
I think like less tanks and more Cyclones would have been great.
Yeah.
Like you don't need 8 tanks.
Just make pure Cyclones right now and you'll win.
Yeah, but I mean, look at the ground army. It's like 1 Colossus and 2 Stalkers, you know?
Yeah. Like, what are the Hellions gonna shoot at on the ground?
But you know, Goblin, he's here in the natural. He's camping the production. There it is.
Cass put up a good fight, but like obviously he's a good player. We saw he went toe for toe. It wasn't by any means a walkover. He just went for the wrong build.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue that maybe he didn't go for the wrong build, but he just didn't adapt, right? He didn't change anything. He was stuck in his ways, you know. And yeah, we just saw Goblin abuse that, you know, like nothing shot up. There were like 3, 4 Cyclones. They got focused down. The Marines even got focused down first. He was like, right, got to make sure you can't shoot up, and then all your tanks are gone. Like,
yeah, that was rough to watch. I'm unbiased to which one I would want to win, so I was just like, man. Yeah. I think once he got there, he realized he had the wrong composition, and then he's like, there's really nothing I can do. If anything, he should have just put down a whole bunch of auto turrets at home, and then he would have been able to defend with his tanks to any ground.
Yeah, I mean, Kaz, like, he's even like, you know, having some retrospective here, like, the army that Goblin had was really fragile when it came to the ground. It really was just mass Phoenixes, you know?
Yeah.
And if you switch up a little bit, maybe get a couple of Thors, you know, like Thors can't get picked up, you know, right? Like Thors would have been amazing.
Yeah, he made him too late.
Yeah, it just sounds like he wasn't expecting it. Like he wasn't. Yeah, he was just a bit caught off guard.
He even mentioned it. He said, what would happen if I just put 2 Thors in there?"
Yeah, right. All right,
here we go. Starting in the bottom right-hand corner, playing for Patch T Gaming or Clan, I am not quite certain. It is Kas.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Nightshade LE, we have the Croatian player representing. He's seamless. Someone pick him up. You know, he's the best player in Croatia. Also an up-and-coming player, Protoss player in Europe. He is Goblin.
It's funny you say up-and-coming, and I'm like, man, I know who used to play back in the day. To me, it's back in the day, but like 2 years ago, I'm like, dang, this dude's been around forever.
Relatively up and coming, you know, like.
I mean, that's in StarCraft world, that's still up and coming. I think it takes like 5 or 6 years before you actually break into like the super huge pro league tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is like, to me, Goblin, he's kind of like the European like star killer, you know, like.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, it's like a player who, you know, he competes a lot in like online tournaments, gets like decent results, like wins a couple of them. But like
that's exactly who I would watch back in the day. I'd watch the American tournament for Proxy Tempest, and it'd be like Star Killer and Cuddle Bear, and then I go to EU and it'd be Goblin, and I don't know who else played back then from EU, but I remember Goblin was my favorite EU player.
Yeah.
Oh, he got an SCV.
Yeah, and he delayed that CC for so long as well. Being really annoying with that probe. Oh, he's hiding as well from the Reaper.
Wow. The Reaper's not even looking for it. He just wants to go get his own damage done. I think I don't know if he'll be able to. I think Goblin got the wall down this time.
Yeah, but he's just going for the ramp. He's
I
going
think,
in.
Like, there's no way he messes that up 2 games in a row.
The Adept, it's being chronoed out, so it will be out soon, but the probes have to be so careful. Yo, he's going. This time he's chasing him down. He's like,
yeah. He's like, I'm not losing 2 again. So far he's only lost 1. That's not bad.
Yeah.
They're both kind of, you can see how they're both adapting to each other's play here now. It's pretty interesting. But good hold. So
yeah,
they each got 1 SCV, 1 probe.
So far, solid game. Ooh, here we have a difference already. And I mean, it can definitely work on this map. Like going for like a 2-base blink all in sort of push. Like you get vision here. Yeah, at the 3rd base you just blink into the main. It's gonna be on Kaz to try and scout this and figure out what's happening. Just like,
or it's gonna be on Goblin to make sure he doesn't scout what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows he's gonna come and try and scout, and he's got 1 stalker. He's gonna try and wall off 2 stalkers.
Oh,
he got the gateway down. That's good.
Yeah, nice body block, but the Reaper.
Oh yeah, he's blocked. Nice.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
There's no way.
Like the Reaper can walk right in there. Nope. But he has to know something's up because that is now 3 gateways down. You saw 1 in the wall, and then, well, I guess 1 in the original wall on the high ground and 2 in the regular wall.
Yeah, and Kaz, he's being a little bit, a little bit economic focused. He is already getting his 3rd base up and running in his main, which is fine. But again, like, greedy. It is kind of greedy. I hope he scans soon to see what's happening. He did see the Twilight Council building with his Reaper in the beginning, but like he doesn't really. That could mean anything, you know.
That's what I hate about the Twilight Council. You see a Twilight Council, it can mean anything.
Yeah.
could be Blink, it could be DTs, it could be Archons, it could be Zealot speed, it could be Resonating Glaives, Adept all in.
Yeah.
I think that's what he'll assume right now because the Resonating Glaives. No, I don't know. I don't know what he's assuming right now. There's no telling. He's looking for a proxy somewhere.
Yeah. He's trying to see if there's like a pylon or something.
Yeah.
Maybe run into like a warp prism.
Stargate or something.
Yeah. But instead we have here Goblin coming in for a scout. He sees that Kaz is going bio this game with all the Raxes.
Yeah. He sees the tank. He exposes himself for having Blink, which should let Kaz know he needs to go to that corner and watch the Blink up.
Yeah.
But the Observer isn't even done yet, so.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
down. So I guess he's gonna go heavy on the Stalkers with some upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, with this double forge, with this charge as well, like Goblin, he's not committing to anything really. He's just, just pressuring with this Stalkers, getting map control.
Yep.
Ooh. Catches the Reaper as well. Just kind of asserting his dominance out here on the map. And here comes the Observer, so he could still blink into the main, or he could blink on top of the tanks.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to risk it right now, though. He is getting a lot of upgrades, so I think he's going to go ahead and wait. Does kind of put him at a disadvantage, but actually he has a higher worker count, surprisingly. I don't know how. How did he manage to have a higher worker count and be able to get Blink out that early?
Yeah.
And he's going for 1/1 Zealot legs and 3 more gateways, so I think as soon as all that's done, he'll be able to come in with some Zealots and some Stalkers.
Yeah.
And more gateways, okay.
More gateways going down. He's starting to ramp up. He's fully saturated on 3 bases.
Yeah. I think he realized that Kaz just took his 3rd base, so he's like, okay, I'm way ahead. Now I just need to pump out units.
Yeah, I mean, he has full vision right now. Like, he's got 2 observers
here. Yeah, he can
here.
see the mining. He can see the arm. Yeah, oh, geez. That's a huge mess up by Kaz. He's got to scan one of them here soon. He sees everything.
Yeah, he's going for a drop.
He even was able to, like... What is it called when you
he's going to catch it. He's going to catch the medevac.
Oh, that was so good. He's going to blink, too.
Oh, no.
That was so good. He has complete vision. And now Kaz is like, all right, all in. I got to attack.
Oh, he's scared.
Oh, he was looking for the Observer and he didn't.
It moved.
Kaz. I guess he knows that it's not in his way of him moving it, though.
Yeah, and now we have Goblin catching a couple of reinforcers, trading well. But Kaz, he is pushing out. He is looking to hit the 3rd or hit the 4th. And the army here isn't too strong, but there are Zealots with legs.
Once the reinforcements come back, it's game over, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. Because, again,
it's pretty useful here.
It also depends on the Widowmine shots, right? Like, how good are they going to hit? And they're pretty good. All the Zealots are going to go down, but the tanks go down as well.
Stalkers.
Yeah.
You can just blink micro Stalkers and... yeah, even if you lose this army, 1 warp in.
Yeah.
And I guess Kaz is still going to hang in there. He does now have more workers, but less bases, so I don't know how that really helps him.
Yeah, he is going for a drop, which is quite nice. There isn't too much vision out here, but I say that. This
Goblin is also going for a move out as well.
Yeah.
And you'll see that and be able to warp in Stalkers well in time to... Oh, God.
Yeah,
Goblin's vision is ridiculous. He's going to bring his army back and warp in Stalkers.
He's got pylons and observers all over the place just to make sure he knows. He's like playing like a Zerg right now with overlords.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great to see. And yeah, Kaz, he's struggling a little bit. There is a Ghost Academy here, but it's kind of exposed here at the 3rd.
It's interesting. I wonder what his thought process behind that was.
I mean, maybe he didn't want it scouted in the main. I'm not too sure, but he does have enough.
He's going for a Ghost Academy in general, in 3 bases.
I mean, EMPs are pretty good. They can be good. Oh, the drop gets caught though.
You know, EMP the Stalkers, so they can't blink.
Oh, this Immortal is gonna get caught out there. Oh, the recall is gonna get
recall. Oh, did it die?
He died. Dead.
Man, he is now going for the Colossus.
Oh, is he gonna get the Observer? He's gonna get it. Gets it.
Finally, Jesus.
Nice.
It was literally right on top of where he was trying to hide the tech. He's like, I'll hide this tech under this nice little observer here.
But the Zealot run by... Yeah, they trade well against the army. They get a couple of SCV kills as well. They keep Kaz at home. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you take him down four SCVs. Yeah, he's sitting at 58 workers now. He was at 60 and he's still behind. Now he's like behind 20 or something.
More observers are being set up as well. Jesus. I love it.
The stalkers and the shields. I'm interested to see what he's going to do. Is he going to do shields? Is he going to...
Oh, he's hitting just as the Colossus pop out as well.
Okay, nice force shields.
Yeah, decent EMPs. You know, he takes the shields off of the Zealots and the Stalkers, but with Colossus here, it's just too much to push into.
Yeah. The Widow Mines don't really do much for the Colossus. Unless he accidentally just A-moves right over them. I'd like to see him blink a Stalker like in the middle of the army so it'll hit a Widow Mine. But yeah, now he's got 3-4 Colossus. Is he on like double Robo production?
he's got so many Colossus. Yep, double Immortal production.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I just see 2 walking out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got a good amount of Colossus. And now the Vikings are coming in, but I think the Stalkers kind of help balance out Goblin's army.
I mean, it looks like Kaz's army is very EMP reliant. You know, he does have a couple of ghosts here ready to try and land them, but it doesn't look like there's enough AoE here from Kaz.
Yeah. Oh, man. He even hallucinated a Colossus so that he'd try and EMP that one on accident, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's trying to target down. He's actually doing pretty good here.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to recall and only get 1 Colossus out, maybe.
Oh,
he got both Colossus.
All the Colossus go down. You know, the EMPs blanketed everything really, and the Vikings kind of went uncontested. They focused down all the Colossus.
Jeez, that was actually really good for Kaz. I did not expect that.
Yeah, really good. And
now he's in trouble here. Goblin doesn't have much to defend this at all. It's 57 army to 93 army.
EMP lands again, taking away the
shields.
shields.
The Vikings.
To be fair, I think Goblin can afford to lose this base. It isn't the end of the world. Yeah. At the same time, the Ghost Academy is going to get picked off, and that will be huge. Like, that's...
Nice. He took the shields off, but it's not going to be it. Oh, is it enough? No way. He's got 1 SCV repairing it. Oh, my God.
Wow. The probes they get found, they were trying to hide, and they get caught out by the army. That's
kind of like a game saver.
It is. Like, Kaz, he's relying so much on these EMPs to win fights. Like, they essentially cut the army's health in half, and...
Literally what I said. I was like, what is he going to do? The Stalkers? And he's like, yeah, he's going to EMP the whole army.
Exactly.
And take out their entire shields. Well, you sure showed me, Kaz. I cannot believe he came back in this game like that. I thought Goblin had it in the bag.
Yeah, like he was just able to take like the best fight, and now he's almost maxed out Goblin. He's struggling. He lost his base. He's trying to resaturate and kind of regain himself economically, but it's gonna take him some time. To be fair though, there are disruptors. There's a lot of disruptors. Oh god!
There they go.
Oh god!
Shots were, but it made the army run back at the least. I think that's what he needed. He needed some Archons, and now the disruptors is icing on the cake. That was a perfect response here. I was completely not paying attention to that transition. But at the same time, a big drop down in the natural. It's kind of pretty mined out, but he is holding down nicely. He did get some good reinforcements in there, but Disruptor caught out. It will die. He will be able to clean this up, though. The next blink should be able to take out those 2 medevacs.
Yeah, he should be able to clean this up. A little bit rough losing that 1 disruptor to this drop as well. Nicely done by Kaz. It looks like he's going for another drop.
Looks like it's turning into a slugfest. That observer has been there for a long time, and it does see that is happening.
Exactly.
And he knows to get in position to blink. He's even splitting.
Yeah, he's gonna try and catch it.
Oh, he's gonna sandwich it. Sandwich, get him. This is huge. Oh, no!
He got it's a bait!
Oh, he got one of them. That was good.
That was amazing, and the army gets caught out.
Man.
Meanwhile, though,
Yeah, he's got to. He's gonna drop the Vikings too.
Yeah, he's going for it. He's hitting this base, and this is like the mining base of Goblin.
Yeah.
He like losing this will hurt so much, but this is all of Kaz's army, and if he loses his army, he could just like push out and
one
end
blink
the
and
game. Yeah.
Blink on him. He doesn't want to lose any army. He's not blinking. He's just gonna walk around. He's like, yeah,
he picks up. He's going.
Oh no, yep, that's why you need to blink on it sooner.
He goes right into the natural. Again, this is buying so much time for Kaz as well. Like, he needs this. And the EMPs land. He's trying to trade as best he can. He's going to lose the army, but...
Yeah. He's trading pretty good with these medevacs. He's even going to get out with a little bit of the army. He does. And I don't know who that was good for, but... Kaz does have a lot more workers. And he's even going to stop this fourth base from going up again.
Yeah, he's starving Goblin out. Goblin, he just doesn't have the economy. Like, he's...
Yeah. Now he's taking more probes. He's just bleeding him out now. Wow, I can't believe Kaz came back in this game like that.
The drop in the natural
oh my
as
God,
well.
What is he gonna do? He's just gonna pick him up, drop him back, shoot again, pick him up. No. 10 probes went down. And now Kaz has almost double the worker lead. He's securing himself a 5th base while still denying the 4th base from going down. 16-minute 3-base Protoss is not how you want to be.
Yeah, and Goblin, like,
for that base. That's smart, genius.
He will be able to take this base out, but at the same time, we do have another drop here, hitting the 3rd of Goblin,
taking out the last mining base of Goblin.
Exactly, like they're both hurting for resources.
Oh, he did get those medevacs though. I think those medevacs were full.
Oh,
he just got them with the stalkers down there. Yeah. So that kind of changed the army supply up a little bit. Ooh, good disruptor shot. Oh no, he's got pretty much like you got to throw it away. It's like a hot potato. You bring it back to yourself too close, you got to just toss it.
But you know, Kazi's mining, and there it is.
Yeah. Wow, man, Goblin, come on. That was a really good game.
That was well played by Kaz.
Yeah.
Like
Kaz, that was sick. I'm not super familiar with Kaz, but now Kaz is pretty dope. That was good play, good play.
Nicely done. Wow.
Yeah, that was nuts. That was a good one.
Now we're getting into the ace match between these two players, and oh my God, like it was so cool to see Kaz like bring it back, and he ended up pulling Goblin apart. Like Goblin maybe a little bit too overconfident, like he just couldn't defend his bases, and at the end he just wasn't mining at all.
His biggest mistake was that one engagement where it's like all 4 Colossus and all that stuff trying to push in. Yeah, I mean, that was just, if he would have sat at home, he had a worker lead, army lead. If he would have just sat at home and continued to go on, he would have been good.
Yeah. I think he was a little bit overconfident, to be fair. Like, looking at it, like, his army looked pretty strong. He came in, but, like, you know, the ghosts with the EMPs, like, the massive amount of Vikings, like, he came in with, like, 5 Colossus, and they all just went down.
Yeah, that was tough. But, I don't know. The first game we saw, it was kind of the same scenario. I thought Goblin was completely done for after that. What was it? The Viking landed and took out everything. Yeah, that was rough. But here he is in the ace match.
It's cool to see.
And speaking of ace match, we're down here in the bottom left-hand corner with the blue Protoss player playing for Patch T Gaming. It is Kaz.
And in the top right-hand corner, you know, he lost game number 2. Here we are in the ace match of this best of 3 series. It is Goblin.
Yep. I am a Goblin fan, and I hope he wins, but not playing any favorites here.
I mean, you know, even if one of these players does lose this series, it isn't the end. There is a lower bracket in this tournament, so, you know, they can fight their way back.
It doesn't feel as good.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Not the same as going undefeated in a bracket. Like, you know, when we think about the big tournaments and you hear Cyril dropped one game in like a bracket, you're like, whoa, Cyril dropped one game. But in reality, it's like nobody ever goes like 3 for 3 through an entire bracket.
Yeah, it's very hard to be that dominant. And you know, it's cool to see these two players of like, you know, pretty similar or equal skill, like duke it out, you know, go blow for blow, and we'll see who ends up on top. You know, it could be either one of them.
I haven't checked their MMR, but I think they are very similar matched in skill level. I haven't seen a good TvP like this in a while, actually.
Yeah. I mean, especially when it comes to like the tournaments that we cast, like Battle of the Americas, like, you know, we need like a strong Protoss representation like Goblin, you know, like
that'd be cool.
Something that we lack.
Yeah, we really don't have a good Protoss I can think of.
Yeah, you know, we've got like Paco Mike, like trying as best he can, but like he's.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I think Paco Mike's Protoss, but other than that,
he's lonely. You know, it's like.
It's hard being the only Protoss in Latin America. But here we have the Reaper is not going to be able to do too much this time.
Oh, he finishes.
He might be able to get. Oh,
he finished the shade.
Was that on accident?
I don't know. He's still going across the map. I was very surprised. Oh, but the Reaper. Oh, it's so close.
It can't kill anything else. If he micro. I think an engagement's going on over there in the front base of Koss. That's why he sends him up there. Oh, he's stopping the S thing from finishing.
The command center.
The command center. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The CC and as well as the bunker. And I think that's why I sent it to the front. He got a couple shots off on the Reaper, and I guess he knew that he could finish it off with some probes, well enough microed, blocking him from going all the way around. And he needed that there because now he did stop all of those things from finishing. And this is super bad for Koss now in game number 2. He gets a Hellion out and 2 Marines that should be able to push his back. But with a little bit of micro, you can be annoying for quite some time here.
Yeah, and this already is worth it. Like Goblin, he did lose 3 workers, which is pretty big, but delaying that natural command center. Oh, he's gonna delay it even more. One more. Oh my god.
That was brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about all you can say right now. I'm pretty sure everybody at home did the same thing as we did.
And he gets out.
What was that even?
Jesus Christ.
Like, obviously, Koss is not bad. We saw how he played last game. He had an amazing comeback. So, to me, that means that Goblin just, like, played miraculous right there. That was beautiful.
Yeah. We can see like the evolution of this series with that Reaper, right? Like the first game, like you know, the wall wasn't quite ready. The second game, like you know, he dealt less damage, and in this game, we have the Adept just going across the map and denying and delaying for so long.
It's pretty ridiculous. I don't know. This game has been actually super interesting. Like the series, I've been able to actually see how they're like changing up according to each other. But yeah, the Raven, he's getting the CC.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Raven seems, I don't know what he's doing with the Raven.
Yeah, I imagine he's going to use the Raven for a push and use Interference Matrix. Either that or Missile Turret Harass. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think maybe for scouting, if anything.
Oh, there's one of my jump though.
Nice. And Burrow, pick it up. Ooh, that one went down. Ooh, Blink is coming though.
Yeah, just like game number 2.
Maybe in response to the Widow Mines?
Potentially.
Observer's out as well. Ooh, good pickup.
Yeah, he's still keeping this one Widow Mine alive, and does get
just
one worker.
Is he gonna get out? I knew he was surrounded with the workers. That was funny. But just all the mining time you can delay, the better. He had to pull his probes off of mining 3 times.
Yeah.
Plus the amount of time it took to kill the Widow Mine. But here comes a heavy push. But I think Goblin doesn't know that Koss has a same amount of army on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, he did come in with hallucination, so we did see, I think, the infrastructure, but
it's kind of interesting. You don't really see Protoss pushing out without a warp prism.
Yeah. Again, just like
I think
game
that's
number
why
2.
he favors Blink to be more mobile.
Exactly. He's just trying to get a bit of damage done. The tank is a little bit out of position, so if he wanted to, he could go around the back into the natural, but it just gets...
There's nothing even in that bunker?
Yeah. It was just one Marine, that's it. Oh, he can blink into the main. Oh, the army's out of position.
Oh, a couple stalkers didn't make it. He's gonna get some tech. Good, but I don't know if it's doing too good.
Cause he isn't reacting. He isn't coming up with his Marines. A little bit delayed there.
Yeah, that was a super weird reaction. I guess he knows.
Oh, the Raven! Oh no!
Oh no, that's bad. Oh, wasted the missile turret too.
Meanwhile,
but that's good. Drop on the other side. 7 probes go down.
Yeah, that's why
some significant damage.
That's why his reaction was so delayed. When dealing with the blink, like he was trying to drop at the same time. Oh,
you almost, you almost have to. If only he could recall.
Yeah, he's he's just trapped there now.
Oh my god, how much life is on that? 9 hit points left. If you sneeze on it, it explodes with all the men in it.
Oh god.
Probes aren't mining your probes, mate.
Yeah.
Oh man. Every second that goes by is like 1 mineral almost. For each.
Oh, the tank is a little bit exposed, so he has to be careful.
Get the tank and blink out. Get the tank and blink out.
You got a medevac.
No, he's trying to go for the medevac and Widow Mines. That's smart. He can't stem as much.
Oh, well, the Widow Mines
can't do splash. Oh, yeah, this is perfect by Goblin here. I love the blink micro. Oh, and the Zealots add in with Zealot legs, and they're going to completely clean this up easily. The medevac can't even really get out of there because you can just blink right onto it. He's committed here. The army must go down.
Oh, Kaz with reinforcements though. He's trying to push it back. Widowmine does burrow, but it gets taken out just in time.
Goblin has vision everywhere. There's observers. Goblin has like 5 observers right now.
He has an insane amount of
4
observers.
Yeah.
He sees everything.
I wonder if he always does this or if he just is exploiting the fact that Kaz is not looking at it. He must have his resolution all the way up.
I love it because it reminds me so much of I don't know if you're familiar with WCS in like 2013 2014. Yeah. Pig Baby did this in WCS NA and oh my god,
I thought that's why it didn't work anymore because like people know.
Yeah,
I thought people adapted to the old styles, but I guess Goblin, maybe he's on a different computer, maybe there's a million reasons why he doesn't see those, but he is not seeing them and is granting Goblin all the vision in the world. And it's kind of like when, as a Zerg, you have your changeling just following an army around. Knowing exactly where your opponent's at is so huge.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, he has like 7 Marauders. Okay, now I know how to counter this.
Exactly.
And that's pretty much exactly what Goblin's doing, getting upgrades. He sees the army's kind of small. He knows there's no expansion over there. Okay, there you go. He does get one of those observers, but there's still another one, 2, 3 more. He's got one in the middle of the map. He's got one in the front of the base. He's got one in front of his 3rd. Yeah. And I think he has another one somewhere else, and I'm sure he'll put more up other places. But he's going in for the attack. All these stalkers going, they're just gonna blink out as soon. Oh, they actually got the Widow Mines before they can even burrow. And these Marauders do slow them down, but there's nothing to do actual damage to these.
But
so
the
you have to pull the SCVs.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like he has enough. All the SCVs are gonna go down. The Marauders fixing down the Colossus. I mean the Immortals. The Immortal's gonna go down.
Even if he loses all his army here, Goblin that is, he still took out 10 workers, so he'll take that any day.
Yeah.
He is now ahead 10 workers. So that was the perfect attack there.
Now he's getting a robotic spay, he's got a 4th base up and running, he's got all these probes. Unlike last time, like there hasn't been all these counterattacks that have been like hurting Goblin's like economy. He's getting a 5th as well. Jesus Christ.
That's a little greedy. But he actually, I think he banked too much money up and he's like, I gotta spend it.
Yeah.
Back to the observer. Okay, there you go. Koss is looking at it. Maybe he's watching the camera. He's like, yeah, I should turn my resolution down.
he's got a keener eye this game.
1990, yeah. So I mean, again, we're just seeing the players adapt to each other. The past 2 games, you've seen Koss wasn't able to do much, but now this engagement's coming up, and I think Goblin knows the Zealots are dying. They're just a meat shield while the Stalkers do damage.
This is actually a
little bit blink out.
this is actually a little bit scary because you mentioned it before. He was banking up. He wasn't macroing properly. Goblin was, and now Kaz is ahead in supply. Like he's he's pushing out Goblin a little bit too greedy. Maybe we'll see if he can get away with it. He does warp in, and it looks like he may be able to hold.
Wow, these zealots are literally just meat shields while he went in and took out all the medevacs.
Yeah.
Which means now they can't heal. What comes in there's just about as many medevacs as there are marauders here.
And again, like
I think Kaz needs to switch into something else. This isn't working for him.
I'd be okay with this composition if he dropped, you know, if he tried to drop into the main and stuff. Like,
yeah, he needs to take all that army into the main and then come with something else. But look at that Sim City that Goblin has. Nothing can really, like, you're gonna take out gateways in his main base before you get to his actual meat of like the Twilight Council. Even going for a Dark Templar shrine right now.
Yeah.
This late in the game, I guess he notices there's no vision. Maybe he's.
Yeah, and it looks like Kazi's trying to go for the drop, but it gets caught out.
Okay, at least he got dropped before, but it's also gonna die if he doesn't get out of there. Yeah, not worth it, man. I'm interested to see what these DTs are for. I believe Storm is more useful here and cheaper. Stormy boys.
Yeah, maybe it could just be for Archons. I'm not, or just DT harass. But this army here is a little bit exposed from Kaz. That Colossus could get focused down, but the reinforcements do come, and he should be able to push this back.
Yeah, as long as Goblin keeps defending, he's had the better economy for so long. All he has to do is defend. I think he knows that Koss is still on 3 bases. Why is Koss on 3 bases at the 13-minute mark? He hasn't even attempted to go for another base.
He's just trying to apply the pressure and try and break Goblin and get those like worker kills, but so far Goblin, he's been everywhere. He sees everything, and now he's pushing back across the map. There it is.
GG, that's it. Yeah, I really want to see what those
DTs?
The DTs trying, yeah. Because it's cheaper to morph in High Templar into Archons. So he was definitely going to go from DT harass, which would have been cool to see. But GG's. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little happy that Goblin won there. It's good to see him. Good to see him going hard.
Yeah.
Right. Where's the bracket out now? Do we even know? Is there even a bracket?
There is a bracket, and it looks like we have Max Pax 2-0ing Maria, and we'll be going up against Goblin here in the semifinals.
Nice.
So,
semifinals already.
Yeah. It's gonna be a quick bracket.
Is that on NA or EU?
Here on EU. We're just chilling here.
Oh, oops. I should go back then.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, Gob. Yep. Okay, I'm looking at the bracket now. That should be fun. I wish everybody knew this was going on, because Goblin versus Max Pack sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.